Okay, I think that's what we're gonna call the episode because I need to prep for the next round and I don't have anything prepared yet.
What is?
Okay.
Oh, you don't even know what the next round is?
Nope, no idea.
Shit, we can't strategize.
No.
Well, I mean, it's a solo. We know that.
All I know is that
I know
Half-Blood might change
that.
it.
I guess we'll just have to see who makes it to the finals. In this episode of Class 1D,
I
last
guess
time,
we'll just have to roll.
yeah, I guess we'll just have to
The
find
transition, bro.
out. Yeah, on this episode, what happened last time? We've done the race, which Yukio won, and last time we did a little. Well, actually, last time we did a lot of things. Most important of which is we did the second event.
We met. Maybe the most important thing was we met Yukio's mom.
Yeah, okay, so we met some parents, not all of them. We were missing a couple from the roster. But we met some people's parents. There was the second event. Everyone made it through, mostly. Nanashi didn't. RGB did. Which was wild, because I sort of, a whole bunch of NPCs. I was like, yeah, sure. And then NPCs were too powerful and they knocked out 2 groups. 2 named character groups. But, it happens. One important retcon, just for the listeners, last time I said that in the new system, or the new extension, general education had turned into logic, when in fact, quirk education had turned into logic, and general education had turned into streets. Of course, feel free to rule that however you'd like. That's basically just for converting characters over, which is not required to do. And, yes, last time we left off, they were just to start the announcement for the second game. Unless anyone else has anything they'd like to mention.
Boned.
Oh wait, Kuwahara almost killed, who was it? Todoroki? Yes.
Kibe.
Kibe. Yes, Kibe. Almost killed Kibe. Kind of. Not really almost killed, but almost, the event ended and Kuwahara apparently hadn't heard it. And we also maybe heard a little something about Sayu's family. Suzume's. God damn. Add to the count. It hasn't even started yet. Already we had things to the counter.
We also had a Deku, Ira, Mineta, Optigi team up.
Yes.
It's a big combo.
So, if you thought it was ever unfair, clearly you don't have to be on a great team to make it to the next round. But yeah. Now they're just about to announce the next event, which is great. Everybody loves the next event. You sort of hear you guys all get back into the stadium, and you hear the all right, everybody. Today we're going to be doing our next event of the evening. It's going to be a talent show. Whoa! And the crowd is enthusiastic. Each of our wonderful students will have the opportunity to present one of their greatest talents for our 3 judges. Our first judge, he's been up here in the stands the whole time. He's been up here in the booth the whole time, Mr. Madura. Next up is Midnight. And then, obviously there's almost no cheer for Mr. Madura. There's a pretty big cheer for Midnight.
Wonder why.
And last but not least,
Our Lord, and hits are huge.
All Might! And you hear the crowd goes absolutely wild. Like bonkers wild. Like they get deafeningly loud. Because it's All Might, #1 hero. If you're expecting anything else, I'm sorry.
You're booing All Might?
No, I'm not. Is it that one guy in the crowd that doesn't like All Might?
With them?
Akira's out there somewhere booing him.
He's watching it. He's watching it fucking in the sewer.
All the villains have gotten together for their own watch party.
Real.
It's better for the internet if we just all watch it together.
We don't want to give them extra views. Just the idea of
Watch party.
Shigaraki, All Might, Shigaraki, Akira, and like Overhaul sitting in front of like one of those small box TVs.
MUA making everything pay-per-view.
It's a crank TV.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't possibly make the sports festival pay-per-view. It's technically a private school. They could.
Well,
Yeah, they
it's also replacing like the Olympics, so like I feel like for, like branding, they would have to make it public.
Also, wouldn't we get like a share of the cut?
No.
Yeah. And we're not
There's
getting
no
paid.
chance.
Our-
There's the grace.
I remember signing a contract.
Oh, you did. Don't worry.
They make you sign a contract to join UA. That's like hidden
Also,
unpaid
liability.
35.
Yeah. No, don't
I
worry.
just told the cops to stand up for me.
You signed a contract. Or at the very least, your parents did.
Those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the mouth.
No, it's the mount.
For being unlicensed.
The mount.
Mounts. Okay.
But yeah, you see they quickly convert like this center space into a sort of stage with talent stuff on it. And you guys are let go to go prepare, and you have 15 minutes to come up with a talent.
Oh shit. Oh god, no.
I think I'm cooked, guys.
I'm so fucked.
Well, 15 minutes, and then the first person will go.
Who's the first person?
Do we know who the first person is?
Momo Yayorozu.
What if I don't have a like talent?
reverse
alphabetical order.
Wait, okay. Ooh.
What if you don't have a talent?
Yeah.
Good.
Then you're done.
Unfortunate.
You're cooked.
What if you have like 5?
Hey, I'll buy my way through.
Hey, people have done. Yeah, people have done that before.
I mean, if you're
My
rich,
talent's
there's
funny.
no way you don't know an instrument or something.
Yeah, Jason.
Would they give access to like instruments?
I mean, rich parents love making their kids do like piano lessons.
No. I mean like the school. Like if you ask for, would they be able to supply you with instruments?
Probably.
So that was just what I was about to say. Because after the 15 minutes pass, like that, you see Momo comes out, and, well, she does look like she's been given a UA official bow.
Like archery?
Yeah, she's doing archery. She, like, uses her quirk to create the arrows. I'm
That's
not
no
gonna
good cheating.
roll, but it is 3 bullseyes for the sake of amazing talent, and she's done this since she was like 5.
What constitutes a talent, right? That's more so a skill, I'd say.
Who knows? The judges love it.
True. That's all that needs to do.
10, 10, and 9.
Archery?
Yep. Listen, 3 bullseyes from 200 feet away is pretty good.
That counts as a talent. Understood.
Yeah, that's
Well, you're good,
almost.
You need a partner.
It's 100 feet short of a football field. So you know, with wind, she might be tampering with the arrows with her quirk somehow. But you know,
Who knows?
I mean, there's still
That's
a lot of
fair.
time till you guys, right?
Thank God EI.
Is there?
Thank God EI didn't make it. I don't think. just stole his fucking.
Oh yeah,
His
his
identity.
thing. Yeah, no, he got out early in the race. He probably would have just not raced in the first. He would have like done a soft jog towards the beginning of the first race and then just stopped. Realized
Oh my God!
thought putting in effort was not cool.
I just realized how much EI's quirk sucks. Since Momo can just do the same thing and more.
Yeah, listen, quirk draw. Sometimes quirks are luck of the draw.
You can get something really good or something really bad. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or just something meh.
Oh yeah. But you know, and you know, there's a whole bunch of NPCs. But you guys still have time to like talk back here with some of the fellow. You know, it's sort of like, you know, like when in like the sports movies where like where you're like in the team areas or whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Everybody? Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Airbud.
About.
Or movie.
Yeah, but the idea is that like you're in like one of those like rooms, so you know everyone's basically like getting their stuff prepped and that sort of thing. And it seems like once you have your idea, you like tell a person, like a member of staff, and they like get it set up. And some people have some pretty wild talents.
Can we hear any of them?
There's a little TV monitor so you can like watch them.
Well, yeah. Like, do you have any examples of some fucking weird ones?
Yes. Skydiving.
How the hell? What? They set that up.
Listen, that's all I'm saying. Is they got skydiving. You asked for an example?
No
I
parachute.
think we're cooked, guys.
That person did not make it into the next round.
Did they die?
Skydiver?
No, it wasn't very special. Also, kind of hard to see from the ground and be like, oh man, that's so cool.
I mean, that's fair. They just sort of fell.
Yeah, anyone could do that.
Good question. How many talents are we limited to?
It's hard to say. Some people are going out and doing like full sing and dance routines.
How many rounds of the talent show are there?
Just one. If you get below a certain score
Oh.
threshold, you're out.
Oh,
What's the score threshold?
You don't want to know, and I'm not going to tell you yet. You could try and
Something
roll
like
logic
9.
to figure it out.
I'm good.
All right.
I'll stay bliss.
hold on. What does logic? Logic. That's something I do not have aptitude in, but I still have 3 intelligence. I shall use logic.
You're gonna use logic? Okay, give me a roll.
15.
15. That's certainly good enough. You know, you watch a few people get scored, and you sort of figure out, you know, what a good score looks like and what a bad score look like. If your score total is below 21, you're out.
Mm.
One.
A minimum of 7 each.
Yep.
There's only like. Yeah, what the fuck?
It does a lot. It's a 10-point scale, so theoretically, If you got 10, 10, 1, you'd be good.
Is there like a golden buzzer?
No.
It's not
But-
America's Got Talent.
I will say, when Deku goes, and I will tell you what his Deku's talent is drawing, because it's a reference to a few things. But the point is that All Might basically just says you're good, and he just goes through.
Okay.
They don't even take the other judges' scores. He puts down like 100, and then it's
Odd.
That can't be fair.
That is not fair.
Nepotism, bro. I swear.
Favoritism.
What?
Difference. man.
Why does All Might like this one kid so much?
who knows.
Think about it.
But
Who's
yeah.
going first out of the four of us?
That's actually a good question. Allow me to answer that question very, very simply. You.
Perfect segue.
Yeah. So I guess you're up next, since you've asked.
Oh. Shit. What? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Do this.
Yeah, let's
What
do
you want me to
this.
man? What do you want me to roll?
Well, I mean, could you tell the class what your talent is?
I got a couple of talents up my sleeve. I was thinking, right? Like a punching bag, off some martial arts, and whip out some country dancing, and then to end it off, eat some glass.
What?
Okay.
Okay. What was the last one?
Okay,
I
so
can eat
you,
glass, bro.
your talent. So you're gonna do all three of these simultaneously, or are you going to sequence from one to the next?
I'll sequence one to the next, but I'll do the country dancing and eating glass at the same time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I allow it. Let me find an
do.
appropriate scene for you guys to do your
Go big, you know?
performances on. Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta go big, go home. Go big or go
I
home.
also eat a sword.
What?
I also eat a sword.
Can you also eat a sword? Are you requesting a sword from UA, or are you gonna like
Yeah.
is this like a specialty made sword that you can swallow, or is this like an actual sword?
I'll just eat the whole sword, bro. Use my cork to like me out the inside.
I remember this place.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Man.
It's like yesterday.
Damn.
Okay.
First.
So fire, right? Like the glass is fire.
You also want the glass to be on fire?
Yeah. Not.
Was that a yes or a no?
Yes.
You want the glass? Okay, great. So
Just
I
want to
guess
say I'm gonna totally use my cork.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I figured. We're gonna get to that. So yeah, I guess you walk on stage. You've got a little punching bag set up. There's a bag on like a table nearby, and there's some like speakers
Speakers. Okay.
so they can play the music.
Yeah. Brain blank.
Oh no problem. But yeah, I guess what happens is they just you can go. I mean, I guess the music will start with when you start your thing, and then you'll
Okay.
do some sort of synchronized martial arts before transitioning into eating swords and glass while country dancing.
As you do.
A very specific talent.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to been done before.
You gotta show off, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I know ain't nobody doing this. No one's eating glass.
Yeah, next up, so I guess that's, yeah, I guess give me, well, we'll start with the martial arts. So give me give me acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
I feel like, well, it guess depends on the type of martial arts, but I was gonna say it feels more like that would be a.
Or athletics, I can say
It's
either
like
one.
combat.
Combat?
Or are you combat?
Could you argue combat? I mean, that's just gonna be you punching the bag as hard as you can. Is sort of, I mean, yeah, I could argue combat. Yeah, I'll let you roll combat.
Oh. Okay, oh my god. Oh, that's a crit, bro.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, you've certainly bought yourself at least 18.
Okay.
I guess your next one's gonna be. Okay, so we've talked about this a little over Discord. Do you want the dancing to be fortitude, and you're just going to do it for a really long time, or do you want it to be tempo, and then you eating the glass is going to be fortitude?
I could do tempo for the dancing and fortitude for the glass.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me get my tempo on.
Eight's still pretty good.
Okay.
Could I get fortitude or control for the eating of glass? Because I imagine you're using control to mitigate the effects of giving yourself the ability to eat glass and a sword, as opposed to having the skill to do it. Okay, great. So yeah, you can roll fortitude or control. Fortitude? Okay, just gonna tough it out.
Thugging it out. 15.
15, you do not shred the insides of your body with glass and a sword. You sort of
fantastic.
get to the end, and you've got a pretty impressive score of 25. Or, sorry, no, you got a crit. Never mind. 28.
I'll take it. That's
take
almost 30 points right there.
Yep. That's pretty close to the highest score, which is Midoriya with his score of 100.
That ain't fair.
I'm so talented, bro. That's my turn.
The highest score is 30 you can possibly get.
No, the highest score is clearly 120 at this point.
Hey guys, if you carry the 1, it turns into 100.
Wouldn't the high score be 300 then? If
Well-
I can just fucking 100.
But yeah, you make it to the next round, Riku. I guess next up, this one's sort of important. We see Junji. I mean, there's a few NPCs in there, but Junji's up next. And his talent is stacking items.
What kind of items?
Random items. There's a few chairs, whole bunch of those sorts of things. You do, like, literally random items. It's like coffee mugs and that sort of thing. But you know, like, he's like finding the center of gravity on each and building a tower. But something goes wrong during his performance. About halfway, he's gotten like a good size, but it seems like he's still got a lot of stuff to still stack on top. Like, he's got a cutout of All Might, and he's got a window pane, and like all these other things he's going to continue to stack. And then the bottom of his like thing like shifts. Like, it looks like it's getting pulled somehow. And suddenly it all falls, collapsing to the ground. And while he does still get 5s across the board, 15 is not enough to make it.
Shame. Real shame.
Jason, you'd be the only one able to sort of know about this. But could I get insight or perception?
Um, perception or insight? They're the same, so I'll go whichever one you want me to.
Go with perception.
8.
You notice that Hatsume Mei is not around. Like, they haven't gone yet, but they're not in like this waiting area when it happens. But just after the sort of structure collapses, very quickly moves back into the room.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yes.
Seven.
I mean,
You really have to insight that.
I mean, I'll tell you as it is. You're like the one person who knows about this sort of fight, well, except for maybe Shinso. But, you know, seems pretty happy that Junji's out of the competition at this stage.
Does Junji come back in this? Does Junji come back this way?
No. You can go try and find him.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. You still... Actually, let's roll a d4. A second d4. Who's up next? Oh, Jason. You're up next. Unfortunately, you're like, oh, I can go. Oh, wait, no. I mean, you just still maybe, like, you could bolt and maybe try and deliver a very short message before having to get back. There's still a few people that need to go.
I'll
But-
text him real quick
You'll text him real quick.
and say, "Yeah, hey, I think May did this. May disappeared while you were gone, while you went up, and then came back right as you ended, and she was smirking very big. Kind of sus."
You get texted back, don't worry, I know. And, you know, as you're sending this text, Todoroki delivers his comedy act.
Todoroki?
Is it a good comedy act?
What did he get? What did he get for his score?
So here's the thing, it's not a good comedy act if you understand how Todoroki works. But if you don't understand how Todoroki works and that he's completely if you don't understand that he's completely dense, it's actually kind of funny. It's just very dry humor. It's not really a comedy act. He's just making statements about stuff he doesn't understand, and All Might, Midnight, and Madara are loving it.
What's the deal with airline food?
Yeah. He's
Give
basically
the deadpan voice.
yeah. It's basically
You like jazz?
it's very much just he's just asking questions that he genuinely wants answers to, but no one understands him. They think it's hilarious.
So it's like half comedy, half just rant from this guy.
Yeah,
And people are dying laughing.
The talent.
it's
I feel
not.
like he's just. I feel like he's just genuinely asking questions and hasn't even like started his talent yet.
No, yeah, he is just doing it, but his time runs out because he's so confused by other people laughing.
What's on Brent?
He does get a 23 for a score.
Ooh.
Nice.
But yeah, Jason, you're up next.
All right. The only thing that I have that's moderately decent right now, I'm gonna try some acrobatic tricks.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
+1 to acrobats.
Why?
Oh lord.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh lord.
What?
Oh, you should have
All
gone
I know
down
is
for
that I have
band
a
with the
+1
judges.
in it, and I don't know where it came from. I'm looking through my notes, and I don't know where I got it.
Yeah, they don't really, smuggling's not really a talent that they would.
What is it?
Smuggling.
I can get my gun.
Hey, sharpshooting. You could do sharpshooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my precision's not great.
Is it better than your acrobatics?
No.
Okay, you're just gonna go for like an acrobatic routine. I mean, you have your pole. You could probably incorporate that some fun ways.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Okay. Could I get 3 acrobatics rolls?
3. 16.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Alright.
Good.
7.
Okay.
8.
The 16 did a lot of legwork for you.
Mhm.
The 7's not great. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. It's not great. Are you sure you don't have any bonuses? Okay. Allow me to
I
provide.
will say,
That's it.
Allow me
the
to provide.
16 was a crit. So he
wait, was the
rolled
16 a
extra
crit?
2.
Oh wait.
Yeah, it was 16 for 3 dice.
Yeah, you're good. Never mind then. Yeah. We'll sort of reverse order this. You start off pretty slow. Like, there's a little bit of a fumble. Swinging through the air on a new stick that you haven't really even gotten like 24 hours to work out like a routine with. And doing it on the fly is not great. But eventually you sort of get into the act and you get like a really cool, awesome finish. And get a score of 23.
Okay. I'll take it.
I'll check it. Yeah.
Anyone under 25, get out.
Anyone
But-
under 27, get out.
I guess next up is going to be... I mean, I guess I could do 2 or something. Only because you did not do sharpshooting. I guess we'll do Kuahara now. His talent is throwing knives and axes.
Oh.
So he has All Might walk out on stage and he puts an apple in his mouth and like, snipes it with a throwing knife and that sort of thing. And he gets through with a 25. And next up is, I guess we'll do Ojiro. Does a juggling act.
Not martial arts.
Not martial arts. His real passion's for juggling.
Of course.
With an extra ball for his tail.
Yeah. He's got so much eye, hand, tail coordination.
How many balls?
Well, he starts off with like 7, and then he switches them out for like table legs, and then vases, and like he's, it ends up being like 3 chainsaws.
Jesus.
But yeah,
Just might be talented.
just might be talented when he's not getting shot by snipers.
Just might.
I guess we'll roll another d4.
I'll take even.
Oh, thank God.
May, you're up next.
Gotta save the best for last.
Of
Okay.
course.
Oh, the best for last. Miles for
So I also was was planning on doing something acrobatics related. I wanted to do like a balance beam routine, but 20 feet in the air and like on anchor platforms.
Okay, that sounds cool.
And then, have we used balance before? Would that work for something like this? Like if we're doing 3 checks, I could do like acrobatics, balance, and athletics, maybe.
I think I'd allow that. Balance isn't typically for that, but if you had we could certainly rule that you're doing something that would make it balance. Basically, all you'd need to
Okay.
do that is like hold a large amount of objects on each side of you.
Okay.
Which with your
Um,
strength wouldn't be difficult.
Yeah, so I'll do acrobatics first.
Okay.
9.
9.
And then athletics is the same roll.
9.
9.
All right.
Okay. And then nine.
9.
Again,
Oh man.
for,
9.
balance. It's a very balanced routine.
Yeah, very, very balanced routine. You spend an equal amount of time on both sides. You've got, very. I mean, it's not like super stand out in any way, but a 22 is a 22.
Oh, okay, good.
You see, like, Madura draws a 7, and then he puts it up and he changes his mind to an 8.
I know I can count on my teacher. Hope.
Yep. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other people that go. Ibarra does opera singing.
Wow.
Mineta does a whole bunch of Fortnite dances that get him a score of 21.
You serious?
Yeah. Ida does some close-up magic, which you guys would know is just her pulling items off stickers that she's stuck up her sleeve. But up close it looks pretty good. Like even like from far away, it's hard to tell what's going on. And I guess only because you guys sort of were talking about what Tetsuya would do earlier. Tetsuya does a gymnastics routine.
Ooh.
So he does a few like circus Soleil, like swinging from like trapeze things and like like the handlebars, and he's got like he's got some sort of routine there. Perfect landing. He gets, we'll say, 8s across the board there. And I guess we'll do Octagi. We'll say what Octagi did, because that's funny. Octagi plays Rushy on piano. And that also gets him like a 22.
Yeah. Has no one failed yet?
A whole bunch of NPCs have failed.
Oh yeah. Like name.
Named?
Oh, what Junji?
Yeah, Junji. I guess we'll just have to see.
That's for last, right?
Well, I guess so. Yukio, you're up. What do you have for talent ideas?
Ukio's going to. Is there like a microphone on the stage?
Oh yeah. No. Everybody's had a microphone, so they can.
All right, my talent is going to need the judges' participation. This is a game.
Ooh. Ah.
For talent.
This is guess which pixel I'm in. And he's gonna step
Hey,
back, create 3 large pixels, each of them large enough to hold him inside. And to and he's gonna at the same time use stealth mode.
Okay.
And try to slip behind the judges as I mix around the pixels.
Okay. We're just gonna make this. Okay. Give me a second to figure out what I want. Is there a deception skill?
Yes.
I think there is. Yes. So okay. I'm gonna need some deception. I think pretty obviously we're gonna need some control. And then I'll let you choose between either stealth or... Okay. I don't even know what I was going to make the other one.
Not the best at deception.
Yeah. I mean, I sort of figured deception would be the one oddball one, but you basically have to convince them that what's going on stage is actually the thing going on stage.
Roll good. 10.
Okay, 10. 10's pretty good.
Control. 8.
18. That's a crit.
And then stealth. What are they going to be rolling perception or
This is going to
am
be
I
a...
getting an advantage?
This is more of a sleight of hand based thing.
All right.
Sleight of hand based stealth.
All right. I'm going to choose to replace that 2 with a 6.
Yeah, no, I figured you'd probably be good, and also, you know, the crit buys you a pretty good amount of success. So when, you know, you're done with the act, you've shuffled around, they all make their guesses. It seems like they think they figured it out, and then it's revealed the Yukio was behind them the whole time.
I tap All Might on the shoulder.
Yeah. You know, they all have a good laugh about it. And you get a pretty amazing score of 29.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm with Momo.
Tied with Momo.
god damn! Did not expect that. I guess that's what happened. That's what happens when you crit. I guess.
Yeah. No, you crit and then you like the 10 on the first one, and then yeah, I knew you were gonna pass the stealth because you have invisibility and you know that sort of thing. But make sure you spend the stamina.
Yeah, that was 16 stamina.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Yukio's abilities
Well
are
worth.
not cheap. Especially,
Hot damn.
yeah.
Yep. All right. Yukio will. The pixels dissolve and he go back to the waiting area or like a different area.
There's a different area.
Guess I go to that area.
Yep. A few more people go. Kibei does a similar thing, except perhaps the reverse, where he gives the judges a whole bunch of items. He's like, I have the ability to see between dimensions and planes. So he gives them like a whole bunch of objects, and he tells them to like shuffle them around and put them in random order, and then without looking, he tells the exact order. So that gets him
Look,
gets him a 26. but you guys are all done. Shinso does a yo-yo act.
I'm sorry, that's just unexpected.
Yeah. Kyo from Class 1C does a whole bunch of anagrams for all of the judges' names. So, All Might becomes Gilmath. Midnight becomes Dim Thing. Matsuda becomes Armud.
Funny.
Uraraka solves a Rubik's Cube.
Fast.
Fast. Very fast. While floating in space.
Okay.
Bakugo cooks a steak and hands it to the judges. They enjoy it.
Hell's Kitchen? What the fuck?
Bakugo is the reincarnation of
He's got the same color.
Gordon
hair.
Ramsay.
Does he cook it with his fork?
Manger.
Presumably, you actually don't see him cook it. He just sort of walks out with it already prepared.
What?
Kind of sus.
He
Next,
just walks out, hands him a steak, and then dips.
oh yeah. You see a blue-haired kid from Class 1C do some Guitar Hero, like Blue Flames, and like it's pretty good. He gets a 27. In a similar vein to Riku, there's a red-haired girl from Class 1C as well, who just takes all, like, you know, starts off like eating an apple with its core in like a second flat, and then moves over to plates and just launches down on them, and then like tears open like a whole turkey, devours in seconds, and then eventually ends up with a wood log, and then eats it and turns it into a picture of Clean Night, or a wood sculpture of Clean Night, via gnawing.
Jesus.
That's odd, but
Just saying.
it'd be Clean Night
Weird
though.
flex, but okay.
You didn't need fire.
And there's a green-haired kid with some like bull horns who just walks out into the middle of like the playing field, grabs a patch of dirt, and just starts stuffing grass into his mouth.
What's happening?
Okay.
Does that work?
No, it does not work,
Continues.
unfortunately.
Oh,
Midnight does not enjoy it, and Madura thinks it's gross. So, I mean, All Might's all for it, but he's sort of like in like the 7 range. So, unfortunately, Ichiro does not make it to the next round.
He should have been eating everything in no time flat.
Oh yeah.
Also, doesn't he need the goat horn grass?
That's probably why he failed.
Yeah, they did not taste good.
There's piles of dirt in his mouth.
Next up is Mei Hatsume, who, like, is going to be disassembling and reassembling a phone in under a minute.
Oh.
So gets like the first part done in like 15 seconds flat, like completely deconstructed. But as she starts working on getting the stuff back together, her like hair starts to stand on end, and every time she touches it, she shocks herself. And so she's unable to reassemble it before her time runs out. And so she, like, every time she'd go to, you know, move a piece, it'd just shock her. She seems very confused about how it happened.
I'm a text Junji and go just a thumbs up.
just a thumbs up. Yeah. But Who else is left? Oh, of course. I should have mentioned these people. Kenta thinks it would be super cool to, as a talent, throw some cards, except it does not work because it is too windy.
Should have thought about that.
Yeah, you know, one of the smartest people in the class. Can't tell what the weather is.
He can't throw it with the winds.
He's not that talented.
It's super, super windy. That's what the balance roll was for you.
The wind.
The wind. Kirishima does like hand ice sculpts. So he like hardens his hand and like chops off from a big piece of ice until it's All Might, and All Might gives 20 points for that. So Kirishima gets a total ending score of 35.
This shit is rigged.
Probably.
This is so unfair.
Ida does a javelin throw, except unfortunately, the javelin throw ends up almost killing Midnight. I mean, it's not that close, but it does like hit the table in front of her.
How is he doing it towards them?
Who knows? Monoma attempts to do a Mineta-based dance act and gets all zeros.
Nice.
And I guess the most important thing that you guys would... Well, actually no, there's a few more important people to talk about left. Only 2 of the Voltron group get through.
No.
And the last person to perform is Yumi. Did I make sure I got everyone? Yes, I think that's everyone. Everyone important.
Yeah.
Important.
Everyone important. Yeah, so you see, you know, they pull back out the piano. And she sort of... Obviously, you guys would know that she plays the bass, but apparently she's doing this on the piano. She sort of walks up the steps. It seems like Ida has perhaps produced some, like, extra, like, accessories to go with the performance. So, you know, it's not just in the sports uniform. And, you know, she gets sort of, you know, feather touches the keys and then, you know, starts her performance. Eventually the performance ends and, oh, what's she playing?
Say,
Moonlight Sonata.
Moonlight Sonata. No, yes. It's... I mean, I don't think it's a song you would have heard before. There, look, haha, gotcha. I don't even have to name anything. It's a song you have not heard before.
Like it's an original composition, or
like
don't
it's
know it.
either original or very, very obscure. Or just big in a genre you don't know.
okay.
And when she's done, she gets the first legitimately perfect score of 30.
Wow.
Because music's kind of her thing. Much like Yayorozu, where you're doing something long enough. And they ask you for a talent show.
I need to eat glass more.
That is the takeaway. You need to eat glass more. But yeah, you guys are done with the talent show. Woo! A little reminder of the rules.
Made it, guys.
Ooh.
Once the tournament starts, now,
Oh.
each person
Oh.
gets 2. I mean, no. There's still another little break. But when the tournament starts, each of you get 2 half HP ups, half HP refills, and 3 half stamina refills.
Mm.
And then before the last fight, you'll get a full stamina recharge. Well, the reason I'm telling you this is you can choose to spend them before the first round. So,
Are we able to
By
see
repeating.
the bracket?
no. The bracket is
Oh.
unpublished as of yet. Unknown. Very much
I
unknown.
guess it's a good thing I didn't have to use any. I didn't take any health or stamina.
Yeah. No, I was like, Riku, if you fail this glass eating check, you're gonna be going into the, the fight's a little low.
No, I've eaten glass before. Curiosity.
Curiosity. No, but yeah, you guys are sort of given a little bit of a break to sort of roam around again. Of course, before you're able to actually like get out, like I imagine all of you guys would return to like your like equipment areas so you can put stuff down and that sort of thing.
Yep.
Check your phones.
Yeah.
Check on. Oh wait, we didn't mention that. Katari, because UA now has an AI designed by Theorem,
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
the adorable cat.
It was so adorable. Like, had a top hat.
He does have a top hat and a
And a bow
little
tie.
red bow tie.
I mean, how could you not just implicitly trust this little guy?
Can I ask a question about Katari?
Yes.
They make images and videos.
No.
Never mind.
No, listen. It's a very sophisticated AI.
If you said yes, I would have downloaded it on the spot. Never mind.
No, I mean, really, most of the AI was spent into programming a personality.
God, is the UI just terrible?
I mean, it's a pretty bare bones UI. Think of the UI like, what is it, Tom?
Oh Lord.
Nah, bro.
Cat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking Ben.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not quite that, but that's sort of like the button layout you're looking at.
Jesus Christ. God, I hate this thing.
Yeah.
I'm
I hate it
glad.
so much.
I'm glad I've created the perfect beast.
You've created the perfect virtual animal companion, and everybody loves Katari.
I've created the perfect animal.
Perfect.
Okay.
I will genuinely kill you after.
Little kitten.
Listen, I gotta have a better. Now I have a new avenue to sneak in puns.
Amazing.
Chicken.
After the talent
Alright,
show,
everyone.
I want to go up to Yumi and say, "Good job on getting a perfect score. I really loved your playing. What was that song, by the way? I didn't recognize it."
Oh yeah, it's. I guess. It sort of came to me in the moment. I guess I really haven't had time to think about it. But yeah, you did pretty good too, right? Like singing. Swinging. Balancing.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really have time to like practice anything, so I kind of just like did some moves that I remembered from training. But it didn't really come together as well as I hoped it would.
we have a flashback to being at the Hero Public Safety Commission where she's like swinging over like jets of fire. Oh yeah. I mean, you look like a natural out there.
Thanks. I
But-
only barely made it to the tournament, but I think I've got it.
Yeah, I mean the tournament's 32, right? That's huge, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's 5 fights to win.
It's like double the amount I would have expected.
Yeah, I guess after adding like the delinquent course, they had to make the tournament bigger to fit all the students or something.
Yeah, I mean they also added Class 1C this year, so it's sort of just like wow, whole new, expansion.
Yeah.
So yeah, crazy. As you guys are sort of having this conversation, and as sort of everyone's back here grabbing their stuff, you actually hear the sounds of a fight break out towards like one end of the room. Not like one end, but like down the hallway a little bit. Like
Like a physical fight or an argument fight?
the sort of argument fight that could quickly turn physical.
Well, time to check this out.
No. Hopefully it's somebody from the tournament and they could get those out,
Yeah, let's check that out.
Okay, who's going to check out this altercation?
I will.
I will.
I will.
What do you
I'm good. Riku just sort of looks out the doorway at it. Everyone else sort of rushes over. I mean, it's pretty easy to see. It's what looks like there's like one or two. Well, no, it's like one hero and like 2 police officers in SWAT uniforms. And they are. It looks like they're trying to get to Sayu, and it looks like Kibe and Ojiro and a few other people are like, like obviously trying to create like a back off space. It looks like there's a police officer there. May, if you would like to roll. I mean, actually, no, it's been recent enough. You would recognize the face of the officer who interrogated you.
Oh, okay. I don't feel like I was interrogated for that long.
No, but
But I think I would probably want to join with Kibe and Ojiro, like to like get between everything.
yeah. They're very much like a, please step out of the way, she's under arrest.
Why?
Yeah, what are you arresting her for?
We can't say at the moment, please. We might not in a place where it might cause panic. Please step away from the area and we can continue so we can arrest you without any issue. And you
Right
actually
now, it just seems like
Oh, what were you
they're not actually police officers. They're part of UA. Well, one of them is a police officer, and one of them looks like they're part of UA's private mercenary force. Just sort of nameless. They've got like a face shield or something.
Yukio's gonna join the group and be like, right now, it looks like our innocent friend, is just being ganged up on for no reason.
There's been a crime, and we have a very high suspicion it could be Miss.
Only suspicion?
Do you have a warrant?
You have proof.
We have permission from Principal Nezu to conduct an investigation into the death of a civilian that occurred, well, not a civilian by strict means, a sidekick death that occurred here today, this afternoon.
And you think, you did it.
It fits the bill stronger than we would like. We simply have to take her aside for questionings before we take any further steps.
Oh, then you won't mind waiting till her father gets here, or at least her lawyer. As you know, you cannot question a child without a lawyer or a legal guardian present.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
All right, then. We will wait. But if you try and make a break for it, we will find you. And he sort of says that past you guys to Suzume.
Wait. Okay. It's Sayu or Suzume? Because
If I said Sayu, I meant Suzume very clearly.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I
would have been more surprised if it was Sayu.
Okay.
Suzume makes a little more sense.
Sorry, my bad. I keep on mixing them up.
Why those two?
They're going, what? I'm like, was this some type of necromancy shit?
No. Just a stabbing.
Yeah, it doesn't change how Yukio would react.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would look over at Suzume. How does her face look? Does she look concerned, or does she look like let's just, I don't even care anymore.
Very much not like even I don't even care anymore, but it seems like a little bit of, Kibe and Ojiro's effort was to make sure that Suzume was like not, retroactively like retaliating against an accusation.
Fair.
Suzume. Marry Suzume. There you go.
But Suzume, you okay?
Yeah, I guess they just think I did something or something. I guess someone got stabbed.
You're slipping away and you think back to a time that you were lost. Thoughts disorganized, can't seem to dry your eyes, and chaos is collapsing from your mind.